Hi, I'm Learie Joseph, and this is my OMG interview. Well, I am very married and very happy. So, my life, personal life, is how should I say, is heaven, and I'm glad I'm in heaven right now. 6 years ago I got married, and I've been the happiest man since then. So, my whole life feels much better, and I'm looking forward to the future, I guess. Well, my philosophy is give as much as you could to the lesser mortal, so that your lot could be increased. Because, a lot of people don't seem to think that you have to do something like that. And I'm not doing something like that for me to get a bigger lot. I'm just saying that once you do it, whether you do it because you know, or even when you don't know you're doing it, it comes back really good, When I hit the stage, for instance, the only thing that's in my mind, my heart, is to make sure that everybody who's sitting there or standing there laughs plenty, okay? So I'm ready to give something that people need here. Laughter is something that everybody in this world needs. And when I hit the stage, that's all I want to do. And you know what? I get it back so many times more. Because there's so many people out there who telling me they just love me. So many people out there who's telling me they love what I do, etc., etc. And you see that makes that extension of my life even better. Yeah, you see, that I never thought that it would happen like this. When I came into this business, it wasn't me wanting to become a comedian, because I'm not even a comedian yet. I'm just somebody who talks a lot of stuff that people laugh at. That's all it is, And I don't crack jokes. I'm a person who tell comedic stories. When people love you and love what you do, everywhere you go, people stop you and tell you how much they love it. And you see, that is the best thing that a person like myself could ever wish for. Well, Learie as a boy was an orphan. I was placed in an orphanage, Belmont, St. Dominic's home. And I grew up there. After a while in my childhood years, I thought, mommy would come and take me, that kind of thing. And it didn't work out like that. I just ended up leaving the orphanage as a little boy still, ending up in a nice home by some Syrian people. And then my mother came, took me from there, and that was it for me after that. Because at around 15 and a half or so, I was on the streets at that time, because my mother didn't want me anymore. Well, she never wanted me, I ended up by her, and I was placed on the streets after. And to tell you the truth, I don't think I regretted that time, because for some reason it made me who I am today. Because I was able to study really hard when I was on the streets out there at that age, and get my passes and stuff like that, and start building a life. I wanted a home, and I wanted a wife, and I wanted a family, something that I never had, And that is what I was pushing for all these years. And you know what? Today, I could say I was blessed. I was given all those things I wanted. I remember I was telling you, Stephen, about my dream home, this gate with this road entering and going up to the house, etc., etc., like these fairy tale things. That was one of my dreams, having something like that. And for some reason, my dreams came true. I have a family, I have a home,
driveway.
Yes, and have that driveway. I mean, you know, it really is nice. People just have to dream when they need stuff. Because I never used to dream about being rich and famous and all kinds of things. All I used to ever dream about is having a family and a home. That's it. You know? And thank God I got it. No, you can't. You can't find it. Because you see, when you start off with absolute nothing, I'm talking about parents and home and stuff like that, and you start going for broke, so to speak, you tend not to know where you're going, you know. Because I didn't know where I was going. Okay? I didn't even know I was going to become this comedy person. What I studied was business and, you know, that kind of serious thing. Because that's what I wanted to do. But that's what I thought life was, you know, serious business. And then all of a sudden, after doing serious business for a bit, for some years, you know, I ended up seeing myself loving to see people laughing, because I myself as a little boy wanted to laugh too. I wanted to be happy, you know what I mean? And when I see that God gave me an ability to make crowds of people laugh, I decided that's what I want. Let me see if I can make something business out of that. Okay? And the same business that I learned in school, business studies or whatever, is exactly what I try to do. I try to market them, because I was into marketing. I try to market good feelings. I try to market happiness, you know? So the thing is, when you come out of an orphanage, I mean, I'm talking about me and, well, the other guy we were just talking about. When you come out of an orphanage, me I'm talking about here, you don't know where you're going really, because you don't have anybody to say, I want to do this, you know? You don't have anybody to say, yes, you can do this, you know? There's nobody there to encourage you. You have to find that spiritual being that tells you where to go, which is what happened to me, okay? Because every time I try to do my stuff, you know, I have to go there, go in that place where I used to go when I was little, talk to my would-be friends and my, you know, non-existent person there. I used to talk to them and talk to him, whoever. And hence the reason why I was guided. I got the chance to see and I see the future, the things that would happen before it happens, you know, because what I do is create the world. You know, create that happiness and create the situation that I want and enjoy it. Me enjoying it, just me enjoying it and seeing how it feels. And then I carry on and then share it. The most memorable moment I have is on my wedding day. I'm telling you, trust me, because it's something I wanted all the time, all my life, you know, to know that there's somebody there who, you know, who's going to be with me for the rest of my life, you know. So it was the most memorable time. And you know what was memorable with it too? The Marcos and them who were trying to see what was happening with Learie Joseph on that day. It was really nice, you know. That was the most memorable day I had, because I still remember it and I still feel like I want to do it again, you know. It has me happy still. I don't know, I've had memorable moments, plenty, but that, you know, would have been the most memorable moment, you know. So I try my best to be a good husband. I try my best to be a good, you know, person in terms of my home and my relationship, and I try my best to do all of that, you know, because I did love what was happening there. I would say so in a lot of ways. One of the people who I remember from my past, I mean, I don't know if you're still with me here right now, yeah. But one of the people from my past who I remember well, who had given me the opportunities and things that I mean, the opportunities that I have now, was this, her name, Christine Johnston. She used to be one of my best director producers, you know, when I was doing plays. And I learned so much from her. You know, the professional part of the whole business and stuff. I used to admire the way she carried this stuff, you know. And I wanted to do just like her when my time comes. She's one of the people who I really admire. She's one of the people who I really thank for me being the business-like type in the comedy business that I'm in. I thank her because she was part and parcel of me shaping my, yeah. Because you see, a lot of people don't know that Learie Joseph is a very, very serious person, you know. I mean, my life is not about laughter and stuff all the time, you know. I love laughter, but life is such a serious thing that I try my best not to make life into a joke. It's important that I remember that there are people who can't feed their children. I remember the times when I couldn't eat, etc., etc. So I try my best to maintain that serious outlook in terms of me looking ahead and, you know, tapping into the past and them kind of thing. Because if you don't remember the stuff that happened, the stuff that you experience in life, you know, you make mistakes that are going to be continuous. And I don't really want to make continuous mistakes. And I used to watch Christine Johnston do her work and felt as if she's one of the best. You know? I don't know why she's not there doing it anymore.
I interviewed her. And it's so sad to see her stepping up because she had set a standard.
That's right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
The whole industry.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because, you know, there are times when I used to wish that Christine Johnston was doing these comedy festivals. You know why? Because I know it was going to be run properly. People would have been respected and given their due and stuff like that. I know it for a fact. You know? Because you see, that's some of the things that that people like me have to contend with all the time, every day, you know, when you're dealing with, I'm not going to call names, but when you're dealing with promoters who seem not to know exactly what they're about, because a lot of them don't know what they're about.
And what's producing a show?
No, they don't. So a lot of them don't know what producing a show really is. You know, all they think about is fill this place and make money. That's it. You understand? And to me, that's not what it is. The very first thing that I think about when I'm doing a show is making sure that anybody who pays to see this show is happy at the end of it. You know? I don't want anybody walking away from a show that I'm doing and they're sad and they're upset. Something's wrong with that, you know? Because this is comedy you're coming to see. You can't walk away from a comedy show upset. You know? And hence the reason why I sometimes blame the promoters and them for some of the wild, stupid things that happen in the shows. Because, you know, people are supposed to be happy when they come to a comedy show. You know, people don't even understand that sometimes I'm in a comedy show and I'm so upset with people who are running the thing and nobody knows how upset I am. And all I want to do is to finish and go home, you know? Nothing can beat my patrons, my crowd, looking and sounding happy. Nothing beats that for me. Especially sometimes when they go to buy the little foodstuffs during the break time and stuff. You know, they're happy and they're talking about the show and all kind of thing, but some of them all they talk about is the dotations that happen. You know, so they wouldn't eat properly. You know. There's also this thing where people look at me and say, "But you could be such a big celebrity in the States. You could be such a big this somewhere else." And I keep telling people I want to be a big whatever it is right here in Trinidad because this is where I born, grew up, live, you know, and I love this country, you know. And I would love to see people in this country, regardless of who you are, but especially people who have to do what I do. I would love to see people like me be given the recognition and the love, you know, so that not only the person, me, you know, is happy with the way I'm being treated and reveled and stuff like that, my children, my rest of family, whatever it is, you know, I need for them to feel good about the fact that, you know, I have all the sacrifices I'm making, you know, going down all right, you know. Because it's very, very, very hard, people, I'm telling you, it's very, very hard to be a person like me. Trust me. This is not about being a star, you know. This is about always making sure that you are satisfied with what I do. Okay, it's tough, it really is tough sometimes. The biggest lesson in life I've learned, I think I keep going back to that all the time. Make sure that, you know, you always have the positive, the more positive things around you, you know, because whenever you have negative stuff hanging around, you know, it starts to fester and becomes more and more and more. And then I also tell people, you know, when you're having a bad day, get the next one time, you know. It don't make sense you're going on with that, you know. Do not keep, and it's what I learned, I cannot keep getting vexed. Every day I get up, I try to say thank you, Lord, for another day of life, and I will try my best to see how many people I can meet and influence and fix and whatever it is. Those are the lessons I learn in life, you know. Always make sure that where your path that you're going, that track that you cut to walk through is clear. And do not allow obstacles to bombard you and, you know, come in your way. You know, you have high bush, cut it so that you can pass properly, you know. That's how I see myself living my life. Do not encourage negatives around you. I've learned that, and I'm going to keep on learning it. And I'm telling anybody at all who thinks that Learie Joseph has come a long way, trust me, I don't want to reach there too fast. Because if I reach too fast, I'm done, okay? I am climbing a mountain, so to speak, here, my life. I'm climbing Mount Everest, and I don't even want to reach the top. Not now. You know why? Because there's so many things that I could experience during that climb, you know? It's, you know, I'm climbing slowly because I want to keep on doing it, simply because I want my life to keep on going the way it's going. When I reach that summit, that's it. I gotta go try and climb the next mountain, and I don't want to do that. So let me climb slowly and enjoy it.
Enjoy the ride.
That's right. Enjoy that ride. It's a wonderful journey because that's what life is, a journey. And you just have to enjoy the journey. It's not a destination, you know. A lot of people think that life is a destination. It's not, it's a journey, okay? And while you're going, enjoy it. I would like to see another Learie Joseph, a young Learie Joseph in the future. Because it happens, huh? Sometimes, I mean, they don't have to look like me, okay? Sometimes people get inspired by someone who's been doing something, and I would like to think that I could inspire a young person to make all these journeys that I've made, you know, so that the legacy could continue. It don't have to be your own child and etc. etc. If I see a young person turning into a Learie Joseph, it'd be good. Because you have a whole lot of people out there who born, grow up, see people do stuff and become like them, and then you see he's singing like Banjia, he's singing like this, you know, that kind of thing. It's time for comedy to have that also. Yeah, because you know, I saw something happen in the soccer arena. I remember when Marshall was little and too young to soccer, etc., with his little pampers and whatever. And then he grew up and he became this really big megastar, superstar. And guess what? Just a few years ago, I saw a little guy just like Marshall rising out of something there. Aaron Duncan, I saw him coming up and I'm saying, my God of mercy, it continues. And that is good. I would like to see that happen with comedy. Me, I'm afraid of promoters. This is the truth, okay? That's all I'm afraid of. Because you see, I like people to know what they're doing, and I like people to expect that the people who they hire to do stuff can do it, and the people who are working with them are happy, etc., etc., etc. That's what I'm afraid of. Sometimes I go away, you know, and this is just an observation. There are times when I go away and people on the outside who know me, who are Trinis or Caribbean people, whatever it is, you know, there are times when I meet them, okay, they tend to have this extreme love for me or for what I do. It's extreme. And when I'm back home, I'm not saying that people don't love me or love what I do. I'm just saying that sometimes it's a little watered down. And there are times also when people think that because they pay to see a show with me in it, you know, I'm supposed to just put up with whatever they tell me and do to me. Do to me, yeah, because there are times when I'm not well, okay? And I will go out somewhere to deal with something regardless of, because I have to do it, it's urgent, etc., etc. And people would approach me and I would say to them, please, not now, I'm not feeling well right now, you know, and I mean, they just don't think that I could be feeling sick. And they continue, you know, putting me under more pressure. You could kill somebody that way.
To entertain them.
Yeah, you know, I'm supposed to be giving you some stupid talk right through. I can't do this 24 hours because I'm a human being and I get sick sometimes, you know. I'm just saying that if I say right now I can't deal with it, you know, don't think I'm trying to put you off. I'm just saying that I cannot right now because I'm always a guy who meet people and accommodate them all the time. I will do 24 hours, but I can't do it 24 hours simply because I'm a human being and I need to rest and I need to get better because I was sick for an entire week. You know, I had an interview with you and I had to call the girl and tell her that I can't make it because I'm sick. I had this bad flu. My wife was also sick and I couldn't go anywhere, body all in pain and stuff. And I want people to understand that we are human beings too. You know, I just want you to know that I love you. But, you know, give me a chance to recuperate and get better. I mean, I know this might sound a little too much, but my OMG moment came just a few years ago when I saw my wife. That was my OMG moment. Oh my God. You know what I mean? That's what happened to me. Okay? I haven't had a moment like that in life otherwise. Because, you know, I live my life, you know, thinking I have to go there, I have to do this, I have to do that. And then that day, everything stopped. And I was like in a different world. So that was my OMG moment. Well, this is Learie Joseph. I thank everyone for watching me again, because I know that's what you do all the time. I thank you for listening, and I'm hoping that we become even closer now that you know some things about me. Okay? So I wish everyone a really good life. Bye-bye.